Thank you very much for joining me. Today we are going to study about order of mathematical operations, which is how to solve a simple mathematical statement which includes a simple mathematical operations like plus, minus, multiplication and division, or sometimes a bracket. So I have two questions here, which is one is 2 plus 7 divided by 9, and the second is 2 into 7 divided plus 7 plus 9 divided by 3. So these are two different equations, and there is a method of solving these equations. Most of under secondary students solve this equation. How they do is, first they add 2 plus 7 and then they divide the answer with 9. So this doesn't go in with the mathematical rules. What we do in mathematics is there is a simple rule to solve such statements in mathematics. We call this Bodmas, which is written here, which is bracket open first. So this goes in this sequence. When you solve any mathematical statement, this goes in this scenario. What we do is first we open the bracket. What this is bracket open, divide, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So the first goes with bracket open, then division, then multiplication, then addition and then subtraction of. So in this question we have 2 plus 7 divided by 9. So when you use this rule, Bodmas, what first comes is bracket open first. There is no bracket in this statement, which means then we will move on to the next thing, which is division. So what we will do is we will divide 7 with 9 first before adding the equation, which will be 7 divided by 9. So this will give you an answer. Let's assume this gives you this gives you 0.6, let's say. So then you add 2 plus 0.6, this gives you 2.6. Now what I have done is I have used this formula, this principle in mathematics, which is Bodmas, bracket open, division, then multiplication, then addition and then subtraction. Let's move on to the second statement. We have 2 into 7 plus 9, then divided by 3. With using the same rule, the same mathematical order in mathematical operations, which is Bodmas, first we will solve the bracket. We solve the bracket. Inside the bracket there is 2 plus 9. We will solve what's inside the bracket. Then we have, which will give us an answer 16 divided by 3. Now our principle states that bracket open first, then division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtraction. So what comes next is division. Now in this statement I haven't solved the whole bracket. There is still a bracket, which is bracket into 16. I'll solve bracket first, which will be 32 divided by 3. Now I have a simple solution to this, 32 divided by 3, and this will give you 10.6 something. Yeah. Let's solve another equation. Let's take another example, a complex example in this case. Usually on Facebook you will see different quizzes or different puzzles. So this is a very simple method to solve those puzzles. Such puzzles are like, what will be the answer of 7 plus 9 divided by 7 plus 9 plus, let's take a complex thing. Let's take 30 minus 5 divided by 1 multiplied by 6 with a whole bracket of 2, let's say. These are simple equations. So what we are going to do is first we have to solve the bracket inside, what's inside the bracket, and then we will go outside of the bracket according to the rule of Bodmas, which is bracket first, bracket open first, and then division, multiplication, and then addition and subtraction. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this principle, which is Bodmas, and solve the bracket. Inside the brackets we have different operations: negative, which is minus, then divide, then multiply. Using this Bodmas, I'm going to solve inside of the bracket of this statement, which is bracket open. I'm going to solve the bracket first, then division. I'm going to solve the division part, which is 5 divided by 1, which will give me 5, then multiply by 6 into 2. Right. Now inside the bracket I have the same. I'm going to use the same principle again and again. I'm going to use bracket open. I'm going to solve bracket first, then divide. I've done that. Then multiplication. I'm going to multiply. 30 minus 5 multiplied by 6 is 30 into 2. Now I've done multiplication. Now I have addition term. There is no addition, and finally I have subtraction. I'm going to subtract, which will be 30 minus 30 gives us 0. So this will be 0 whole 2. This will be 0. The final answer of this whole complex thing, which was 30 minus 5 divided by 1 multiplied by 6 whole 2, gives us 0. No one can assume this thing just looking at this equation. People try to solve, people try to multiply first the 2. It can be done, but using this order of mathematical operation, which is bracket first, and then division, then multiplication, then addition and subtraction, we find values to different mathematical statements, and this helps a lot to solve simple puzzles on Facebook, and you can surely win the puzzles in that. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hit like, subscribe, or if you want, you can share. Thank you.